If you've been using agents like OpenClaw, you probably felt the biggest pain point. That is the token cost. Every time you run the agent, you're not just sending one prompt, you're sending a huge chunk of context, which burns the token really fast. So if you're using services like Claude Code or Codex, you're going to run out of token really quickly. The alternatives are free APIs, but they are usually not good enough. They're slow and not reliable for agents. Today, I'm going to show you another way to power your agents like OpenClaw, which is using NVIDIA NIM endpoints. These endpoints are free and their rate limits are very reasonable. The model is also good enough for running most of the agents out there. So without further ado, let's dig in. So the very first thing to do is to navigate to this website, build.nvidia.com. And from here, click on your profile and click on API keys. And this is a place you can create your own API keys. And these API keys will be used to access models such as the following. And in order to use the free models, just toggle the filter free endpoints on. And these are a list of free models here you can use. Okay, now let's try this API in the agent. So for illustration purposes, I'm going to use OpenClaw. So for OpenClaw, let's make sure you have the latest version. In order to check it, just type OpenClaw version. So the OpenClaw version I'm using is 2026.5.3. And after that, type OpenClaw onboard. So during the onboarding process, there is a step for you to select the model provider, and here select NVIDIA. And it's going to ask you for the API key. And this is a place you can copy and paste your API key in here. Once you copy and paste your NVIDIA API keys in here, just press enter. And next, you can select a list of models that NVIDIA is providing you for free. So just select browse all models. Okay, so we have a list of models that we can use for free. For example, this Minimax 2.5 is a pretty powerful model with 230 billion parameters, text-to-text AI. Let's use that. And then I'll skip the rest of the setup process and we'll jump into testing this endpoint. Okay, so we have finished onboarding OpenClaw and now let's test this out. So to test this out, it's pretty simple. Just type OpenClaw in your terminal and press enter. And here we can check which model we're using. So it says using NVIDIA Minimax AI Minimax 2.5. And let's just check how long does it take for it to return our messages. So let's say, how are you? So as you can see, the AI is noodling. We're calling that endpoint and is trying to get a response back from NVIDIA. So after about 17 seconds, it came back with a reply. Doing well. Thanks for asking. Ready to help with setup. Want me to show the current status? So this means our setup is working. So as you can see, NVIDIA APIs are free. They have a rate limit. Of course, it's taking a little longer than if you are using Claude Code or Codex, but this will save you a lot of token if you are not using agents for time sensitive or high load tasks. Okay, that's it for today's video. Hopefully you get something out of this. See you in the next one.